You make the girls grin. Been rapping since 2010. Whoever thought I would.
Hello there. Huh. I just did a little baby turn on you, and you didn't even notice. As always, welcome back to another video. What you're currently listening to is me voicing over my own audio. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, what are the Xav Shenanigans? Let me tell you. The Xav Shenanigans is basically anything goofy that I did throughout the year. And throughout this video, you're going to see different points and different parts of my year. For now, let me show you me at the start of the year, me midway through year, and me obviously now. Like, there is stuff that happened that led for me to feel the way I was for each part of the year. But without further ado, let me take you on a journey throughout my first year in college. Welcome to Kiami's Xav Shenanigans. September. Now, September didn't really hit off at the end, but it started off really great. Obvious points is New Students Day was a really fun day, and one of the contextual stories is I met this one girl in New Students Day, went out on a date with her, and then I was blocked the next day. Don't know what I did. I was never provided context. When I saw her in September again, I tried to get a snap, but obviously, since she wasn't direct, she never rejected me fully, which annoyed me. Please be direct, Mozart. Come on, guys. We just need a direction. Yes, no, like simple. I am a straightforward guy. You just need to be straightforward with me. I know not many guys are like me, but being around the bush will never end the story. Continuing on. August, I was very, very happy. I watched Boo Box, which led me to want to practice badminton more. And I was really focused. I was feeling a spiritual presence in that sense, that I would find someone who I thought would be my future wife. What an idiot. So, by the dumb kid I was, I started asking girls out. I was doing whatever. It was actually part of my objective of the day. Objective of the day was one of my fun parts of the year. And I really enjoyed that because it really put something in my mind. Oh yeah, I got this to do today. I have this. And it made the days more fun. Doing push-ups on the grass, push-up contests with people, playing football with the year 13s. It was just fun. I enjoyed every bit of my days during September. And every day felt very new. And by new, I meant there was new things to look up to. Well, by the 22nd, I think I remember this well because the voice notes reminded me of this. I might actually pull up the voice notes I'm talking about right here. I've already been talking to this girl in class for about a bit. A name, I'm gonna not disclose it, so I'm gonna name her Dom. Yeah, Dona Kebab. Now, me and Dona Kebab were cool, and I thought, yeah, this girl likes me. She's laughing at my jokes. She's being a little bit touchy with me. It must be because she likes me.
Are you sure about that?
So slowly but surely, having a conversation going. I've not been speeding it up because I needed to be patient. Because 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4 to 8 says love is patient. And you can finish the rest. And eventually we went on Teams, Snap, and the first 2 days, it was fun. We were talking, she showed me pictures of her family, and I was like, man, this might be too busy. I'm gonna talk to the Lord about that one. Second day, she came up to me and I said, okay, I'm gonna call you later. She said she had track that day afterwards, so I never got to do the call. By the third day, I noticed the energy was shifting. I knew her smile was there, but something off about her energy. So I felt, yeah, something uncomfortable here. and I don't like it. She doesn't like me. And when I realized that, it was already too late. I felt broken, 'cause I thought a girl liked me, and she didn't. And I never really reflected on that. I just ignored my own feelings, which would come to bite me back later on. But the rest of September had various good events, like the radio thing, where I rapped, or some of the videos I created, which were recapping the match week for each football. And I was just happy to be here, I guess. Who wouldn't be? October. Now, October started off not too bad. Football was hitting, gym was still hitting, and I was still getting over that situation with Dona Kebab. You know, it was a good time. I was just playing football with the year 13s, and life was still hitting the same way. Although I was ignoring my own feelings, I had to fake the sense I was happy. There was bus strikes going on by the end of September and October, and I had to create an idea, which was the Xav GC. The Xav GC on Snap was composed of, in its prime, 300 to 200 people, which was pretty good. And your phone felt like you were a famous celebrity at points, where it was vibrating so much you feel like you were getting a call. No, it's just 10 people texting at the same time, sending a chat that somehow um, makes sense. And they're all talking to each other in their own minds, and it makes sense. The topic would be, oh yeah, how did Kratos become one of the greatest video game mascots of all time? To how did Palestine? I'm not even gonna finish that. You can interpret what I was about to say, but yeah, it would switch like that, and it was crazy. It was a fun time though. Through this, I met some new friends, and some of them I'm friends with, some of them have law with, and I'm gonna change their names for the sake of the video. And I really enjoyed the fact that October was not too bad, but chill. By the end of this month, when we hit hot term, this is where I released the first video that I have unlisted, so you can't really see it, but I'll make it public. Don't worry. And this video really showed the capabilities that I had within myself to really think of an idea on the spot. Of course, I was just having fun, and I was doing things that I could do. In fact, let me show you a picture. If you know, you know. This right here is exactly how I was moving for the first 4 months of the year. Like, I was Finro. Any girl I see, hey, can I have this? It's not really that. It's not that I don't have a type. It's just I find a girl attractive and I want to talk to her. You never know what's going to happen. I almost choked on my own spit. Someone is planning to kill me. But October was not a bad month. And November is just going to keep getting more fun. November was a different rodeo. And to tell you that, this is where the Xav Shenanigans really kicked off on TikTok. We had the blind date video, the push-up context video, and we had more things lining up. The dance battle that really was goofy itself. I really roasted it on TikTok, but looking back at it now, it really grew on me. And we didn't even get the proper preparing for this, but we at least tried. And I'm gonna get the low quality video up just to show you. Someone literally did a backflip. It was crazy. But after this, no one really danced. That's all that annoyed in my TikTok video. But November is where I noticed my own mental instability. I couldn't really physically notice, but it was starting to come out more, especially with the wrong type of people. Wait, what did I name them in the script? Sorry, I just had to look at the script. So there was these group of 5 people: Georgia, Amzia, Sarah, Gobert, and Alicia. Now, these people at first I was cool with. We made a separate GC where we played Roblox together. We spent nights together, and eventually I opened up to them, started talking to them about my internal issues. Realistically, I just needed someone to talk to. I was suffering from a lot of mental health issues that I just left unaddressed within myself. And whenever arguments occurred during October to November with these people, one of them, especially Georgia in this sense, she would use it against me. And Georgia always had some sense of hatred towards me. There was one I was really close with, which was Sarah and Policia. And I really was cool with them. But also the strangeness around these girls was a warning in itself that I completely ignored. I'm gonna blur out the names, but I just have one screenshot right here that just shows how effed up it really is. And to think about it, eventually, after talking and talking, one day, because of my own mental instability, I wanted a hug that was a little bit longer than usual. I know it can count as harassment in my end, and I did apologize to it. The problem is that I really didn't like is how they all cornered me into a GC, called me, and basically wanted just to say how this. Guys, I understood the first time. You don't need to spend 13 minutes talking to me. I have literally left my room and I didn't care at all. After this, I told him straight, look, it was nice with you guys. I'm not going to be part of the group. It was a good time and hope you guys have a good time for the rest of your lives. We went out proper ways. I started ignoring them. Sometimes Georgia would give me looks and ask why I was here. But realistically, I had some internal issues too, and they were suffering from now on. I can't just expect putting weight on other people who I know very well aren't good for me. Are gonna just get that weight and lift me up. Now, Sarah and Policia did lift me up at times, but it wasn't to the degree. I still felt alone. I never really turned to God about my own issues, which would come bite me in the butt. December felt like one of those months where it was very uneventful for me. I felt like nothing was really happening. I was still trying to make consistent content on TikTok. I felt empty inside, to be realistic. I didn't feel like trying for school. You know, Cap 1, I didn't try much. Didn't feel like trying. Cap 2 was coming up, and it didn't really feel important in that sense. And there was the IT test that was coming up, and I was trying my hardest for it. And I thought I was gonna do very well. I was gonna feel proud about myself. But the highlight of this month was really the betrayal. I was in my Christmas holidays in Portugal, having absolute fun, playing games with my bro, JT, and we were chilling. I kept getting notification on my phone, so I go check it. It's the Instagram GC. There's an argument going on. Policia and my bro, who I'm acquainted with, are having an argument, and I come to defend them. And I say this one thing: these groups of people, they don't know how to say sorry, which made them really annoyed. So they decided, oh yeah, we're gonna take upon himself to try and ruin his image. I left GC's. I left that GC because I don't want to deal with people trying to harass me. And they were trying to continuously say, continuously do it, trying to show the real Cammy, trying to show screenshots of me being weird. But realistically, I was just doing what they were doing because I wanted to be socially acceptable. I don't condone their actions, nor do I condone my own. I do never want to do the same thing again. I have a lack of trust for people nowadays, and I stayed awake until 5, not because I couldn't sleep, because I didn't want to sleep. Although I reported the incident, although everything was done, I just couldn't. I was just so broken. Happens. But by the end of this month, something very cringeworthy happened. I got a Roblox girlfriend.
What?
January. Now, January was one of those months where it started off kind of weird. As I ended off, I had a Roblox girlfriend for about 2 weeks. She lived in Scotland, and I was here in England. So it wasn't really gonna work out from long distance, anyways. The reason why I broke up with her is because I saw her as lost, but it was in fact I wasn't mentally prepared for a girlfriend at the time, and I'm very sorry that I had to break someone for that. I just jumped on a bandwagon because I knew someone liked me, and I just let them have their way.
We do not care.
I didn't think about, oh yeah, do I really know this person? Do I truly like them? None of that. And it just ended. Mom started off with snow. Coming back from Portugal was pretty fun. And internally, I ended up forgiving the people who harmed me in December. Every time I see their face, I would mentally say, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. So then it felt great to do that because then suddenly they stopped appearing in my life and I didn't see them as often or even hear news about them, which meant that it was a great experience, you know. I, at the end of this month, started to enter a group of people, new people. It all started off on a random Friday where I was with a group of acquaintances who I'm not really close with, but they're cool. And I met this girl called Amber. Amber seemed very mentally unstable, so I didn't really think of her as someone not too cool. But on a random Monday, as I remember, Amber called me out, say hi, and made me meet the group that she was with. And I met some of the people. And then on a Wednesday, I met some more people. And it was pretty chill. I met Zoe, I met Gilbert, and I met Trent. It was some very vast amount of people. My boy D was also part of this group. They were a little bit older. The only young one was Amber. So, yeah, meeting different people of the group throughout the days from Wednesday up to the Friday. Friday is where I met this girl called Carly, And Cardi for me, it was like love at first sight. Like light skins are too dangerous. Professor Soup, I didn't know you yet, so I didn't know the dangers of the light skins until this happened. But yeah, I spoke to Cardi, told her my name, and went about my day. I found out on Friday and on Saturday that I developed a crush on her, and I was really annoyed at myself. I know nothing about this woman. I literally just experienced love at first sight for the sake of experiencing it. I told my boy D, yo, bro, this is an issue. I don't like this. And he told me, try to learn more about him. So there was this event at Amber's friend's house. I think I forgot her name. Zoe. Yeah, at Zoe's house. I had food and I asked, yo, can I come? I said, okay. Throughout the week, the group tried to make it clear to me that I wasn't coming. I later found out it's because they had skepticism about me. Because on a random Monday, I went on a side quest with Amber and Zoe, and I told them about an incident that happened to me in year 8 with my ex girlfriend, which still haunts me till this day. And they had skepticism because this group has had many people with multiple incidents, and they ended up being true. So Friday comes around, another Friday, yeah, and I get to the place after my parents drove me there, and I see Carly on the floor already drunk. Amber told me, "Oh yeah, champagne is over there." I never told Amber I don't drink, which I found weird. But then she explained to me what happened, and I was like, "Okay, that's alright." I also told Zoe, who was absolutely wasted, about what happened. She has no recollection of this. We only have video evidence of it as well. I don't have the videos, don't worry. I'm not gonna expose the people. And it was chill. Party went fun, I guess. There was no food, just pizza. I wish there was more food. I was expecting like cuisines, traditional food. But I guess English people don't know what it is as traditional food. The days goes on after the party, after I took Cardi as she was my daughter or something. The whole time I was just looking after her. I did get a snap and her Instagram at the end of it, and I got this really awkward hug. I left the party, and days were going pretty good. D was suffering from a situation, and the girls made a gossip group around it because a girl asked for his information, and they just wanted to gossip anyways. I saw it from Zoe's phone. It's D trying to res, and I found it really strange. Why are they doing this to my bro? I told him about it, and he had some high skepticism. One day I was chilling with D, and he had another dude called Paul. Paul was asking a bunch of questions around it, and my boy DZ came and made it really awkward and pushed him out of it. And he's like, "Oh," and I also blurted out because I thought, "Yo, it's not like this dude knows." And then apparently they thought he didn't know. I was stupid. Eventually, Valentine's Day is coming around, and I'm asking the group, "Yo, can I have any advice on gifts to give to someone?" I was mostly referring to Cardi. At this point, I told the group that I really enjoyed Cardi, and she was a really cool person in my eyes. Although in the party, I did find out how twisted her personality was and how bad her past really is. But at this moment of time, I had the I can fix her mentality. Are you sure about that? Never do that, TS. Remember, guys, you cannot fix anyone who doesn't want to fix themselves. You understand, boys and girls? And they ended up letting it out to Carly and telling her, "Oh yeah, Jotari likes you." And I was like, what? Brody, why am I receiving a random text on a Monday trying to reject me and make friends with me?
Stop the cap.
This woman was never friends with me. In fact, she renamed my name from my original name to Christopher. Why is a K and a C don't got no similarities? Like, come on, guys. We need to lock the flip. She just didn't care to remember my name. And the fact that she's offering to be friends just made me realize she never cared in the end. She said it herself. She doesn't really like guys. It's not a point where, oh yeah, I'm unattracted to guys and I'm a lesbo. It's just the fact that she just doesn't see guys as it is because of her past traumas. Then again, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
You know, I use the situation as a point of rage bait to turn the points of gossip from my boy D to me. And it was good at first, but it cost me a lot of things. First, the group shunned me without even telling me, which hurt me a lot. They said very bad things, such as childish for liking a girl, called me immature, and incel, and many more names that I won't say. But it was hard, and since I have ignored my feelings up to this point, it really crashed down on me, especially in February. I was feeling a very sick guy, and I was depressed. I was in a very dark hole, and it really hurt me, It really hurt. But this is where my life started to turn around by the end of February because of a special someone.
March.
No, March was a different story. Because of my dad, he helped me get into boxing, which has fundamentally helped me in various ways. My mental health was still bad. I won't lie to you. It still hurts. And I'm still getting over it, even at this moment of time, even months after it. But I'm doing very well for myself, realistically. And I've come up with various ideas, such as the rap battle, that never got to come about. But it was still a very fun idea to do. There was animes I watched, such as My Hero Academia, by the end of February. There was You and I Are Polar Opposites, which these animes really helped when dealing with those mental health issues and when dealing with such traumatic experience, for example. They gave me a reason and a purpose to stay and to learn my own flaws. But I can go deeper and deeper throughout this. A couple of low points is I met this girl. For the sake of the story, we're gonna call her Annabelle. And I was mostly just curious about her eyes for a while, which I developed a crush on her after. And I never went anywhere. But for the sake of the story, there's also another one that I met on a Friday because a homegirl, well, acquaintance actually, introduced me to. And she would later on become one of my friends' girlfriends. Tevi, would you like to speak on this? Alright, he doesn't want to speak on this. Alright, so what happened was I met her, we clicked it off, and 2 weeks after getting the Instagram and all, asked her to come out with me and my boys, and it was supposed to be like a 2 month, 3 month, like that, and it was going good. Start of the time, I was trying my best, but then I realized energy wasn't clicking the same compared to my boy who's right here. He's chilling, and she's you know um for the sake of the story, from what my friend asked and my other bro asked, we are gonna call her Patty Aliyah. Anyways, now Patty Aliyah and my bro Tev, they were clicking it off. They eventually started dating, and everything was cool. Since Tev was 1 year younger, he would hang out with her whenever he had the chance to, especially since he had JCSEs coming up. He was going out of his way to meet her. They would chill over here where I'm actually sitting as well and do all this. At one point in time, in June, my bro Tevi finishes GCSE school. He goes to Jamaica, and she, on a random side, he goes to a party, meets this guy who is 7 feet tall, by the way, basketball player. And I remember this one specific detail that Batilia said to me. She hugged a lamppost and said, "That's my man." She's 5'3", by the way. It stuck with me even after this happened. Her and this 7 foot guy were talking even through Snap, and eventually went out to Trafford Center where they kissed. So she basically just cheated on bro, and it is not looking good, gang. He wanted to accept her, forgiveness is one of the things. Hoshia had to forgive his wife even after she cheated on him, but blood is not Hoshia, and most definitely he is Joseph. He is most definitely Joseph because he's fleeing from lust. Bro, she broke up with him and he's broken. But happens, I guess. We can't do too much. It is what it is. April was a different journey, For me, April felt natural. Everything was cool, everything was calm. I wasn't asking girls out. I was just existing, I guess. I was really close to my faith in this moment, and it really showed. I was giving my all to the Lord, especially after this moment that I just went through with Carly and her group. I was really in my faith, reading my scripture, and doing everything I can to get better. Realistically, I was just doing what I can do. Now, what happened in April was nothing. Nothing happened in April. And we can move on to June. Nice. May! Now, May is a month where most things happen. I ended up liking this one girl, Risotto, and she's cool. I'm still friends with her. It didn't really end up anything. I just had a crush on her since this month, and I thought she was gonna be my wife the way she was staying. If she stays more than 2 weeks, she's wifey material trust. Yo, that's how the prayers were moving back in the day, bro. Nah, still, May was mostly just about boxing and how I was grinding. Each of the months, I was doing a little bit of TikTok here and there, and giving myself wins. Like in January, I did a rap series. I was improving my own rapping and how I could do it. In November, I did a talent show, and it was mostly like this. May, I was preparing for the talent show that was gonna happen in June, and most of May was just football based. Of course, my IT teacher was very mad at me for understandable reasons, but it was a fun month. I enjoyed it for what it was, and then cap threes as well in May to June, but it wasn't too bad. I say so, and the tests were really nice, especially my IT tests that were actual tests and not caps. But it is what it is.
I feel like you're hostage and your lover hidden under the covers. You love me when you wait. I feel like they leave my house. Some days get so low. It has to be,
Life is a blur. Don't know if I see no curse. I've been hurt, so I don't wanna fall in love. Grinding it up, can't still wanna be first. I got God, and that's everything that I got, yeah. I walk through shame, I walk through pain, I walk through everything that made me a man today. Life is a test, play, start, game. I've been called name, I've been played like a game. I won't say names, cause they don't deserve the time of day. made me insane. Like I'm a villain from Gotham. Why should I stop it? I'm not the one to the side. If you wanna be mine, are you here for me? Are you here for the vibe? Read the signs that leave at the right time. Yeah. Bar for bar, I'm calling the price. Drips and clothes, looking so nice. Did it once, now I'm doing it twice. Had to right, like I'm seconds, it's about time. Read the signs, yeah. Like I'm Dave, the boy you played hard. So I don't know where to start. Cause it's still stuck from dark. Now my eyes kinda healing from the pain that you caused apart. Yeah, I'm still broken apart. I'm finding, I'm trying, I'm still kinda grinding. Life is a blur, don't know if a blessing or curse. I've been hurt, so I don't wanna fall in love. Grinding it up, I still wanna be first. I got God, and that's everything that I got. Life is a blur, don't know if a blessing or curse. I've been hurt, so I don't wanna fall in love. Grinding it up, I still wanna be first. I got God, and that's everything that I got. Yeah.
Now, June was a month. I will tell you that for sure. Everything in life just felt perfect. I was just in the gym, grinding, boxing, grinding, life, grinding. This month I had so much fun stuff, especially near to the end of it. Of course, we had Cap 3 and some tests that some people are doing in the first years. At the end of it, I did my IT test. Kind of botched it, but it is what it is. We had the talent show, which ended up making everyone laugh at me.
If you wanna be mine, I just need to be out here for the vibe, in the sun, with the right time. Yeah. Barbara Brown, I'm on the right. That's on my toe, looking so nice. Baby, once I'm doing it 3 times, I know you love the way this
Don't know why, where everyone was hyped, but for some reason TikToks really enjoyed to make fun of me. We also had, if I remember correctly, the start of the Lord trip. This was like January at the end of it. That was fun too. Yo, gang. So like, we just got on the bus to go to Lord's, and currently very hectic, you know. Morning's not been good, mom's not been nice, you know. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna try to sleep for a bit as well. Just chill. Alright, so first up, and I'm already halfway through my snacks. I slept through most of the trip, and we're switching coaches still. So it's not much. No, it's looking nice. A lot of scenery that I saw whenever I woke up, and there's a lot of good things. I can't wait to arrive there in a couple hours. So yeah. So we just got to, I don't even know where we are. Oh yeah, we just passed the River Thames, and now we're going to the English Channel. And I haven't been here since 2020, so it's pretty exciting. But like, I literally see sheep, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. I'll keep you guys updated. So we just arrived at the English Channel, and we're almost at a ferry. We're currently passing by a gas station, and we're probably gonna stop soon. So it's looking good. So I just got in a ferry, and I'm on the outside deck still, but like, it's crazy, you know. I still can't get my snacks because like my ass is stupid and forgot to get the snacks out of the baggage, you know. It's kind of windy today, you know.
I think in the audio you can hear how windy it truly is. But yeah, really sick, you know. It's a good journey. I can't feel my legs. I don't even know how they're working, but it is what it is.
Just look at that. Yo, guys. So, like, we just got off the boat, yeah? And I just noticed it's like 6. It's like 6. I've been here for like 2 hours and it was that quick. But yeah, I made some new friends. It's pretty cool. So, after multiple hours, it is 7 a.m. and we just arrived in Lords. We did multiple pit stops, but we're finally here. Gang, I slept through half of this anyways. Speak.
Yo guys, we have arrived at the church where the grotto is. So I'm gonna get some holy water. Maybe I should bash some into you guys so you guys can be blessed with some holiness. But yeah, it's actually very beautiful in this place. I've gotten a new cross, you know. It was like, what, £15? Pretty good price. So, yeah. So I just got some new sunglasses, yeah. And we're also here at like the chapel, you know. I'm just chilling and all, you know. But I would say currently the experience is pretty good. I've been sneaking out here and there, doing some side cuts here and there. I'm planning on doing some ding dong dictions though. So it is what it is.
Hey guys, we are currently on our journey. Got my fire, let me see it. Do you want to introduce yourself to the story?
Sure.
Introduce
Hello. My name is Kiyami.
Yeah, that's Cameron, guys. Yep, we got that.
Guys, I've only gotten with you for a short amount of time, right?
The reaction is they're loving it.
So I just went on a journey of solitude. I went to a church that I found when I was in the coach, going from Barthez. And I went there and prayed. I reflected on life, you know. I realized the things I want and the way I am right now do not align. So I, as a man, need to become even greater. I don't have true confidence in myself. I have so many doubts. And it's not like doubts do not just disappear, but I must have lesser fears. Fears that do not break me. Instead, those fears uplift me. You get me? If I want to live life without any regrets, without anything to say I didn't do, then I must become even greater. And I have to push forward. I understand. Not many things in life are guaranteed. But one thing I can guarantee, if it's God's will, then it's my will. If it's my will, then it's not God's will. So I trust in the Lord, because I lean not on my own understanding, but in the Lord's. This is peaceful, you know. I have so many pictures of like the view and how beautiful the church is. It took me 20 minutes to get there, and now I'm coming back. But it has been a very enjoyable experience over there in Lords. And The Lord said, "The love you're looking for shall come to you soon. Your patience needs more work." But yeah, because an impatient man doesn't get a true inheritance from the Lord. Rather, he gets a curse. Not from the Lord himself, but from him. The patient man gets everything. For he was patient, and he knew that his reward would come. While the impatient man tried to rush everything and realized he needed to be more like the patient man. Look, the beauty of the sea. That is beautiful. Now that is amazing. So, after all the side quests, we are finally going. I'm currently very, very sad. You know, this was a very good journey. I really enjoyed it, and I had lots of fun. Behind me, there is someone that is making their mission to annoy me, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be trying to just remember this, I'm gonna grab all the videos, all the funny moments, and probably place this into like a YouTube video where I'm gonna share with the gang. So yeah, this was an amazing trip. The view, the memories, the people, frontiers of the impact it had on me, it was amazing. But yeah, it's amazing. I think that was it.
Yeah, culture day as a whole was just fun. I think June was one of them fun months where it was chill, but not too like out of the world, Get me? July! No, July is one of the months where not much was happening. I would say it was not too boring, To say the least, I came back from Lords, went straight to training. It was literally Friday, so I just went straight to training. I didn't care what happened, I just went straight to training. Did training, and I had fun. I didn't really get back into the gym. My routine was kind of messed up from Lords, but I was still doing boxing as usual. And I was trying to work my feelings out. Then again, I had work, so work couldn't really make me focus. In August, I got some reduced hours still, so now I have time to reflect. I'm mostly hoping that this year is a better year, that I get to focus, that I get to have reflections, I get to have fun, If I recap next year and I'll say, okay, this month I had this amount low, I don't think I'll just be happy about it. I just want a boring year. I just want to say, oh yeah, I won my fight in boxing. It's like personal stuff. I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, in school, this happened and this. No, I don't want none of those situations ever to happen to anyone or me again. But now, let's move on to the final stat line. Final stat line! So the final stats are kind of looking like this. We have the year 12 versus year 13 match ratio. It's mostly comprised of 30% being actual matches, the others are just mixtures. The stats for the actual matches are here, while the fun of them, I couldn't tell you. I just had multiple notable moments, which I'm going to place over here, which I really enjoyed. Matches against the year 13s and matches with them were all fun. And every day that, not every day, but every Wednesday was an amazing experience and made my school life a better day. Short conversion, because everyone wants to know what I got up to after the infamous video. In that video, I had this amount of shots. I went ahead and I estimated that I did 61 shots. Yeah, it's probably an overestimation in that. And through estimation, let's just say 1,500 girls go to this school. Could be more, could be less. If that is correct, that would mean out of 61 divided by the number, I have asked out 4% of the school. Only 4% to me is attractive. That is pretty low. Game achievements. Game achievements. I don't really have much things. I have favorite games like Pragmata, which I bought, which has been a very fun experience. Makes me feel like a dad. I have Blast Zone, which I recommend you to play. Randomizer Brawl, which I recommend you to play. I literally made a video on it right here. Please watch that video. And I have Blocktails, which I'm almost finished. One of the bosses that infuriated me, and his name literally makes sure that he is the reason why you're infuriated, is hatred. It's in his name. It will make you have hatred for the game. And it's a perfect and amazing boss fight. I don't even know how I beat him. I just know red and blue locked in. Generally, it is an amazing game, and I recommend you to try it. Pro Clubs. Peak experience. Let me show you one of the clips of the most recent Pro Clubs activity. But yeah, personal achievements. Over here I have friends lost count, around 17 people. Happiness score. Current happiness I would say is around 4. Not too happy. I have a comparison disability. Basically, I just compare myself all the time, and it's kind of eating up to me. Animes I've watched, I couldn't tell you. I have a lot of animes that I love watching. I'm a romance geek though. Anime achievements. I have learned so much through My Hero Academia. You and I are polar opposites. I became friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. Currently watching 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You, Season 3. You and I are polar opposites, Season 2. And rewatching Black Clover. But I would say this year has been successful in this sense. I have learned so much about myself. I've gone deeper into my faith. And I generally enjoy everything. I think there's a lot of goodness throughout this year, and there's a lot of bad things, but I don't think anything should shadow what is good. As always, I would like to say, you guys are amazing, and I congratulate all of you who reached to this point of the video. And the final thing I always say at every end of a video, stay cool, stay blessed, and stay your best. Bye.